Thunderous break there from Shaun Chipperfield. Takes the yellows. And oh dear, that wasn't in the script for Shaun Chipperfield. Just watch that cue ball just keep on coming. So, Phil Parkin, ball in hand. Taking on his toughest ball immediately. Gets rid of that, and now he's opened up all the reds. Super pot there from the power. Really has played some fabulous stuff to get to this final. It's been built on huge potting ability and a bit of risk taking, but it's paid off. All about getting on the black ball, really. The two reds are pretty easy. Gives yourself a nice angle. Just wants to sort of screw this, just come past that yellow in the middle, near the middle pocket off the road. This is pretty good. No, it's not. Well, I thought I was just going to slide past there, and the spin took it into the yellow. He's going to have to come on for the side cushion into the bottom rail and try and clip it into that corner. Oh no, he's gone straight in. Oh, that's a great shot from Parkin. Didn't think he had the angle to get through the one rail. And there you see he did, and in goes the black, and Phil Parkin leads in this final by 1 frame to 0. Super sharp. That all came courtesy of Shaun Chipperfield going in off his yellow. Cue ball dribbling into the black ball and going into the corner. Here in the ladies semi, the second semi, Marianne Jude leads Barbara Taylor by 5 frames to 4. Was pulling the frames back. She obviously lost in the women's final last night of event 3 to Colette Henriksen. Parkin there. Well, if you flirt with the cue ball going in that sort of direction, there's always a chance of the in-off. Anyway, I'm no longer alone. My super friend and companion in this merry journey that we go on with Ultimate Pool has come to rescue me and hold my hand and get me through this final. Stephen Jameson, welcome.
Good evening, Tony. Good evening, everyone.
Sir.
This should be a really good final. I'm really looking forward to it. Two players who deserve to be here. Two players who play a brilliant brand of 8-ball. The final we got on Saturday night between two quality players, Tom Cousins and John Chambers. I think it's fair to say Tony didn't really deliver, but I must say, without putting too much pressure on these boys, I do have high hopes for this one.
Well, the first frame was very interesting. Shaun got into the table first. First opportunity, waiting off a ball. Phil Parkin went finish, thought he messed it up, snooped himself on the black, but he came off one cushion. Bit aside and clipped it into the corner to land the first frame. But then Phil's been in off his break on this one.
What a start.
and Chippy, within, well, let's say probably about 50 seconds, is now about to make it 1-all.
Well, that'll show me for turning up late, hey?
Yes, I think you thought somebody else was playing in this final, did you?
Yeah, maybe. Shaun Chipperfield then on the board in the final. It's an interesting dynamic, isn't it, Tony? Because you've got two fantastic players here, but slightly different, maybe mindsets and motivations. Shaun has climbed to the top of the mountain. He's been there before. Phil still yet to win that first pro title with Ultimate Pool. He's been to a final. He didn't really get a crack of the whip against John McAllister last year in the Players' Championship final. Didn't get the opportunities to win. Played great. Here he is again, and he'll be desperate to win. Whereas Shaun Chipperfield, you get the sense if he loses, there'll be natural disappointment, but it won't feel like the end of the world to him. You know what I mean?
Shaun sits down while the referee will go and collect the black ball and re-spot it. And Shaun will revisit the table. So obviously this comes back up. Different kettle of fish tomorrow night if that black goes in, isn't it, Stephen?
It certainly will. Shaun didn't get much run in the Champions League this year, but he'll be back in the Pairs Cup, I'm sure. That gets underway in 8 days' time.
Who's Shaun's partner?
I don't want to tempt fate here. It's got to be Carl Sutton. If it isn't, something's gone on. But it will be Carl Sutton. Those two have represented every single Pairs Cup. I will just make sure though before I confirm that for everyone at home.
Yes, because Carl Sutton in the international pairs plays
it's
with
Chippy
Shane
and
Thompson.
Sutton. Yeah, Chippy and Sutton. They'll be playing in week 3, so actually only a few weeks from now. June 16th, their group. And they've landed themselves a great little group actually as well. John Chambers and Rob Chambers are also in that one. Chippy wanted to avoid that red. He hasn't.
Oh, he's looking at playing yellow into red. And then the yellow going to push off the second yellow into the middle like that. Also makes the red as well, and well, there's an awful lot happening on that shot. Made the ball he wanted to make. But the only problem for Shaun is he did push the second yellow behind that red there on the side cushion, as you can see, and now that becomes awkward. It will double into the middle, but he's now not got to negotiate getting a cue ball at the table. And that's not very handy for him. Neil Raybone there on the right.
Andy Blurton on the left. I have a suspicion those two might even be pairs partners, you know. Bang.
Oh, great shot. Where's the cue ball? That's fine.
He's perfect. He's absolutely perfect. Fabulous shot from Shaun Chipperfield. Yeah, Andy Blurton and Neil Raybone, week 12. I know Carl Sutton is still here as Chippy takes the lead with a brilliant double to get him out above it. Let's head on over. This is the semi-final of the Women's Pro Series. Marion Jude taking on Barbara Taylor. Marion 2 frames from home. It's for the right to face Kirsty Lee Davies in the big dance. Perhaps it's going to get cue ball in hand to go 5-all. Phil Parkin on the break. Oh, he's got to dial that in. Has to dial that in.
2 in a row in that corner.
Yeah, he's worked too hard to get back to this stage to waste breaks like this.
I'll tell you what, lip read him there. He's gone not again.
Phil knows, as I say, he's had his moments. He's had his tough times with Ultimate Pool in terms of nearly moments. That Players' Championship final with John McAllister. He didn't get the opportunities, and part of that comes down to the break. You obviously can't control the outcome, but you can control the controllables, which is the cue ball. You can do a little bit about that. You shouldn't be going straight in off. 2 in a row is a tough, tough place to be. We saw what Shaun Chipperfield did to Jaden Billingham earlier. You know, he was 6-0 up, and Jaden Billingham hadn't even had a shot, and we'd played about 10 minutes, and the match was as good as dead. Chippy is capable of doing that to absolutely anybody. Makes both. That's tidy.
You'd be wasting little time. He was going to screw back and he decided to top spin it. It was easier for him. Black ball goes in, and Shaun Chipperfield now pulls away to 3-1. It's a very rough treatment of his tip he gives with chalks. Looking like he means business tonight, Shaun.
There's Rhys McLaughlin in the arena. Just collected himself a Challenger Series Tier 3 trophy, which means his phone will be absolutely blowing up. So he's just replying to all of his fans. Congratulations to Rhys. Shaun breaks off, makes a ball, has a chance, and it's a very, very good one at first glance.
Yeah, Reds look very inviting indeed. Well, we're going through an average of about 2 minutes 40 a frame.
They're not messing about, these lads, are they? We thought they might not. That's nice.
Oh, he made that a little bit funny there. Second red's gone onto the right hand, well, near the right hand knuckle, and that yellow, is that now in the way? He could probably squeeze it in, but it's going to cause some sort of problem for him.
Yeah, absolutely. This is tight. Causes extension.
got rid of the other red. Left it over that corner, and now he's going to have to come back to that ball very last. Phil Parkin, a very interested party looking on. They'll be thinking him might be half a chance here to maybe have a say in this frame. He's probably sat there thinking it was all over very early doors. Now then.
I mean, didn't take this on when he was near there.
He has to hit the yellow, so snookered.
Yeah, you can see what he was trying to do. I think he's essentially just settled for, if I can see the 8 ball, I'll have a good chance of potting it. But he very much cannot see it. And fouls for good measure. So Phil Parkin with a really good opportunity to get himself back into contention early going.
Three drop-ins now for Phil. This is huge frame, this is Phil, because Shaun won that to 4-1. You know, he's in danger of heading over the hills and far away.
Yeah, agreed.
Parkin back to 3-2 now.
Big frame that for Phil Parkin. Let's check in on the Women's Pro Series semi-finals. It did indeed go to 5-5. This is Marion Jude about to go on the hill.
Just resets herself there. Sensible if she wasn't comfortable.
Just really dialed in is Marion.
Yeah, it's a good pot that. Got the cue ball down. There's probably a little bit straighter than we thought from there. So this puts Marion on the hill. Is the cue ball okay? It is.
Easy.
Marion Jude 6-5 up against Barbara Taylor.
Yeah, easy, easy.
Parkin with another sledgehammer break. Cue ball again, flirting up with that top right-hand corner.
Yeah, but this time it stayed on the table, and that is ultimately all he wanted.
Yeah. But his break is 80% of the time it does go in that direction. Cue ball. But anyway, Phil will just be happy. Just be happy to be on there potting some balls. And from 3-1 down very quickly, it's looking like it could be 3 each.
Yeah, I love watching Phil play. One of my favourite players to watch on the tour.
Me too. He pulls out some incredible shots. Very vivid imagination as well.
Yeah, great shot maker, plays at a great pace.
I was in with Cole Bedford for his semi-final in here, and he was telling me about some of Phil's exploits today and against Cole, and we both came to the conclusion, is it going to be Phil's day today? Because some of the things are all conspiring around. You know, just gets a nice nudge when he needs one. His opponent gets a bit of bad luck somewhere along the line when you know, he was down and out, and that's a really good finish and a really quick finish.
Yeah, they'll both do that in this match. They really do not hang about at all. And a little smile from Phil there.
Well, the first 6 frames, to be fair, have been a joy to watch.
Yeah, it's been a good standard. It's not been flawless, but that's...
Do you need flawless to have entertainment? You don't. But
absolutely not. I was just literally about to say.
That's why I took it out away from you. I didn't want you to say it. I wanted to be the one to say it.
I was literally just about to say. But in its own way, that's part of the joy of these two, is that there are moments they will give you where it is a little bit, you know, it can be on the edge sometimes, and they'll always just go about their shots. They'll always take on a finish. Best play, such a great brand of pool. Shaun Chipperfield bludgeons that break.
The shoulder work into that as well. It really was. Look at that shoulder. Rifles those balls around the table. Taking the yellows. Oh, that's a wonderful shot from Shaun.
It's an excellent first shot, isn't it? Really is.
The pace that these frames are going through is incredible. And this is going to be 4-3 Chipperfield.
Just a pleasure to watch, isn't it?
Can't keep up with it. Usain Bolt would struggle to keep up with this.
In goes the 8 ball from Shaun Chipperfield, 4-3 indeed. Not the only final going on at the moment. This is the team final, and this is Team Rutter taking on Team Wilson. Team of Scott Rutter, Nathan Ellis and Tom Church up against Reese Wilson, Ryan Burdett and James Erringham Bruce. It's Reese who won the opening frame in this match. This is frame number 2. And if you want to watch this one live, you absolutely can. It's available for you on table 3 on the Ultimate Pool app. I'll tell you, Marianne Jude is not at the table there. She's on the hill, but she's not at the table. So Barbara Taylor trying to take it to a decider over on table number 2. Over on the YouTube stream right now, Jordan Graham and Christian Jowett are duking it out in the Challenger Series Tier 2 final. Following that will be the Challenger Series Tier 1 final, where your good pal Tommy Donlan has made it in, and he'll take on Charlie Ripp.
He has indeed, and I will be going over to that to do some commentary after this final. And after here we will have the Women's Pro Final tonight, here, live in the main arena. And that's what Marion Jude and Barbara Taylor are trying to reach while they battle it out there on table 2.
I don't think is exactly where Phil Parkin wanted to be. Or maybe it is. Doesn't shy away from a pot like that. Wants that to keep going as he made it through. You can sort of see his plan now. It is a bit sort of... He has got form for this, Phil. He does sort of see patterns that, you know, only he would sort of take on, really. Yeah, he's fine. And that's because of his potting style. He's a fabulous potter of a ball. And Doesn't mind leaving length, doesn't mind leaving room for the cue ball to travel.
Well, it's keeping up with the pace of around 2 minutes 40. 2 minutes actually, they probably dropped down to 2 minutes 30 now per frame. It's going to be...
Well, 8 frames in 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Yeah, nice, isn't it?
Fantastic. And the thing I like about watching these two is they will play at this pace if they weren't timed.
Correct.
That's what I love about them. They just play at such a great rhythm. Phil Parkin with a good chance to square things up at 4 each. Great shot.
Very, very good indeed. 4 all and both of them absolutely flying. Phil Parkin, I think, trying his best to look composed, and he looks it, but I'm going to guess and say he must be really pumped inside, thinking, come on, just another 4 frames. Chippy, well, he's been here before. He's a regular tour winner.
Averaging less than 2.5 minutes a frame, by the way, Tony.
Yeah.
We've dipped under that margin, in case you were wondering.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Another big booming break from Shaun Chipperfield. He is going to make a ball. The cue ball is going to stay on the table, and the pace looks set to continue here.
Thought it was dry for a second, but that red came down into the bottom left-hand corner and saved the day for Shaun Chipperfield. Looking at that lot, yellows would be my choice.
Extension, please.
That yellow goes past the black ball into the bottom left-hand corner as Marion Jude takes the black into the centre pocket and also beats Barbara Taylor. She will go through to the final tonight.
Yellow balls in play.
The lady from France.
Oh, what a final that will be. Kirsty Lee Davies and Marion Jude. I cannot wait for that match. That will be a cracker.
Absolutely.
You'll immediately follow us here on Ultimate Pool TV's main stream.
Now, can Shaun Chipperfield get down onto that ball next to the black now? The answer is yes. Does he like where he's landed? The answer is, I think he'd probably prefer that he wasn't so close to the cushion, but he'll take it. Being chippy, and he doesn't mind as long as he can see something to pot, he's happy. And that's perfect. He's got on the yellow now, he can take into the left-hand centre, run the cue ball through. He's just deciding where he wants to leave the cue ball for the last yellow to decide which pocket he's going to put the black in. So now you see he's left himself the cut. It's going to come off the rail and back over. Black in the same pocket. This is a 5-4, down it goes. And this final continues to rumble along at this blistering pace. And it's all too much for Shaun now. He's got to go and change his shoes because he's worn them out. Burn marks all over the place on the carpet with the speed that he's been playing at. They've even, I thought they were going to change the pool balls then as well because they were on fire.
Is the team final currently going on. It's squared back up between Team Rutter and Team Wilson. Also want to give a big shout out to the Disability Series that was won by Dave Beaumont a little bit earlier on, beating Ryan Knox 5 frames to 1. Senior Series, by the way, is still running. There's actually a semi-final currently being played of that one. It's run a little bit behind. I know we've had to work quite hard with the schedule to get this through. So we've got Andy Blurton. That's why Andy's still hanging around. He's made the senior series final. Beat Andy Milliard 6-3. And he awaits the winner of Darryl Fallows and Tommy Jones, which is currently going on in one of the tables right now.
Tom Jones's dad.
Yeah, Tom Jones Senior.
Yep, and Darryl Fallows is a player that I played with on the seniors tour in the last couple of years.
There's some good players in that senior series, goodness me, looking down the list. There's some really good players.
Andy Lucas in there, Andy Upton.
Olivier Chauveau in France, Del Redmond.
Dell. Yeah, I remember Dell from years ago. Still playing. I think Lee Bridge was in there. There's another player that played in the tours back through the 90s.
That's Tom Church at the table right there in the team series final. And you can watch that, table 3, if you wish. I want to give a big shout out as well to Kim O'Brien, who won the Challenger Series final for the ladies. She beat Anais Dayon 6-5 in the final.
Great win that for Kim. She used to play for Ireland when I was...
She did, yeah.
And Suffolk. Well, I played county for Suffolk as well. She played in the Suffolk ladies team. Solid player, Kim. Really is.
Yeah, she's had a heck of a run through to the final. Just looking through the results there. Played brilliantly. Yeah, the most frames she dropped in a match was 3, and that was in the first round to Charlie McDonough. And then came through 5-1, 5-0, 5-1, and then had the final against Anais, which Fenton did in that decider. So congratulations to Kim O'Brien, another winner here at the Ultimate Pool Series. As Shaun Chipperfield is back, he's cooled his jets, and he's ready to hit the turbo again.
Yeah, and this time he's going to have another go at pulling away. He did pull away 3-1, so it wouldn't be the second time. Oh, sorry, it wouldn't be the first time he's got a 2-frame cushion. But the big thing is he's getting nearer and nearer the magic number of 8, which will have him over the line and crowned tournament champion. As his pace seems to get quicker.
Fantastic stuff from Shaun. 6-4 he leads, 2-frame leads. And 2 from home already, which seems crazy. But it could be... There's... You know, this match could be over in 5 minutes if Shaun gets the chances. That's how quickly these two can play.
Frame 11. Shaun Chipperfield break. Leading 6 frames to 4.
Oh, that's Phil Parkin's pocket. He's put the cue ball in there.
Yeah, it is.
Time running.
And Phil Parkin shoots up. Has a great chance to get back within 1.
Extension, please. Yellow balls in play.
All just 4 shots away from 6-5. I wonder if he's going to take this one first. Not ordinarily the one you'd prefer to take, but just drops that in like it's hanging over the pocket. That looked fiddly, but he took it out well.
Down goes the black, 6-5. So 11 frames in pretty much half the match allotted time.
It's impressive, isn't it? It really is impressive.
So Phil Parkin to break frame 12, possible 15. And
Wow.
dry.
Look at the expression from the power. Says it all.
Red balls in play.
Drier than a night of comedy with Scott Ryan. This is slow for Chippy.
Yes, it is.
He started taking 7 seconds a shot. Well, this frame looks to be over, and Shaun Chipperfield is heading for the hill.
Certainly is. And he's not just heading there, he's steaming there, isn't he?
Thought we'd go the other way. I thought he'd played a one into the corner first. Come round the back of it. Great screw back. Drop in, black ball, 7-5. Chippy's on the hill. One away.
Yeah, fabulous. He has been absolutely fabulous. Phil Parkin knows he is bang up against it. Shaun Chipperfield not even sat down, he can feel it.
Frame 13. Shaun Chipperfield break, leading 7 frames to 5.
Oh, yellow into the middle there, just when we all thought that could be dry.
Well, here it comes. This is it. This is all a case of can you hold yourself together if you're Shaun Chipperfield. It could be another case of Phil Parkin doing precious little wrong and not being able to get over the line.
Out in the middle with the starting ball with the red.
Red balls in play.
Well, I've already seen the last two balls. The second to last one should be the red along the bottom rail. And the last one would be the red into the right centre, which is next to the yellow. Those are 2 balls to finish off with, to get right near the black ball. Up to the top of the table we go now, get rid of this.
Four balls from home.
Yeah, he needs to get his angle right here on this ball into the centre to dribble the cue ball down to the bottom. Certainly angle there. The only problem is it's quite square. If you look from red down to the red to the bottom, if you just play this normally, cue ball will go through a little bit. It depends. He doesn't want to land very close to that red.
Oh, okay. It's a
Like
reroute.
that, he didn't want to land there.
Yeah. You can see the pattern he worked out was lovely, but if he was, you know, half a foot to the right of where he is right now, he can't fail. But all of a sudden, maybe a shot to play here.
Oh, great shot. That was so difficult. Bridging over that red to play it straight.
This is missable.
It certainly is. It's also a shot that you could snook yourself on quite easily with where those yellows are guarding an area where the black is. So if you see for the cut and he goes up to the top of the table, there's also a yellow waiting up there that could.
He's hung it.
He has hung it. He was on it as well.
Phil Parkin breathes a monumental sigh of relief.
Has to nudge those 2 yellows apart. Surely that's next to the middle. They don't go as a plant, and he can lay the snooker there. Oh, people say, well, it's straight across, but those yellows are in the way.
Can he get to the one close to the pocket? He
He
could.
get it in. I didn't realise.
Well, that helps a lot.
That does help a lot, because I know Phil Parkin didn't want to play safety.
No, he
It's
didn't.
against his religion.
No, he will go down swinging. You know, he wouldn't have been able to live with himself if he plays a snooker there. And Shaun Chipperfield makes that red and makes the 8 ball.
But it's a good shot because he's got an angle now. Kicks out this other yellow that's just above the black into the middle of the table, because that's causing a minor problem as well. And that's out.
Yeah, fabulous work this from Phil Parkin. He's right under pressure, but he just keeps having to go to the well. Keep doing what you can do.
Well, I have to say this must have been the longest frame of the match as well.
Yeah, frankly pedestrian.
Down goes the black, 7-6.
7-6, Phil Parkin to break to take us to a decider, and we are not even within sniffing distance of the 15-second shot clock. What a fabulous final. Phil Parkin just wants a ball. Just give me a ball. That's all he's thinking right now. Please just give me a chance to stay in this match. He needs to control this cue ball. Cue ball is staying up. He's got a ball.
Put it at the side of the table this time.
Oh, the split's not great. The split's not great. The 8 ball's tied up.
Extension, please. Red balls in play.
I think he wanted to come back a bit further there and try and play the red that's nearest to black over towards the right-hand corner, pot that and move the black out that way, but he didn't get the cue across far enough.
Nice little nudge. It's giving him a little angle to move up the table as well. So the red by the 8 ball and the 8 ball are the balls in this frame. There's no guarantees Phil Parkin gets out from here. Wobbles it in.
Looks a bit straight.
And see where he wants to be. It's such a massive shot he's going to have to play. It's the last
He's
shot
used
in
to
the
those,
visit.
isn't he?
Yeah. So he needs to make the red. He needs to open up the 8 ball. He needs to pot the 8 ball.
I mean, this is the shot he wanted to play in the very first, at the start of this rack.
And the fact he's had to wait till the end to play
Yeah,
it.
to get back up here again.
Oh, hideous.
Here we go.
He's made the pot. Is he on the 8 ball? You better believe it. We're going all the way, folks. We are going all the way. Phil Parkin takes us to a decider. Brilliant. What a shot to find.
A thoroughly deserved round of applause for that, because at 7-6 down, yes, he's had more nudges than a broken fruit machine to get onto the black. But on the black, he was. And fortune favours the brave.
Just like a fruit machine with 7-7.
Oh, we are as well, yeah.
Oh, goodness me. Okay, shake hands or a fist bump, very 2025. Here we go then. Shaun Chipperfield breaking, deciding frame. There's still the best part of 16 minutes left. Shaun has made a ball. Is there any work?
Look at that cluster up in
Oh
that
yeah,
top
there
corner.
is.
That cluster's incredible.
There's hope for Phil. There is hope.
Just watch all those balls sailing up into that corner. It's like the table's gone wonky to the left and everything's just moved up there. It's a very strange sight.
I think it has to be reds.
That has to be reds, JMO. And he's going to play the plant up there now at 100 mile an hour.
No, he's going to play it in a second. Wants to get nicer on it to control it better.
Here
3
then.
ball plant, but he must get the red away.
He can do, because if he plays it slightly across it on the left-hand side, he screws the cue ball so that gets out the way and stops red coming, being a goalkeeper. That's it, he's out.
Great shot, and now it's hold yourself together time.
Oh, he's got a thin cut in the middle and he's bumping into reds.
Do you go long? Use the big pocket?
Possibly, yeah. I think that's probably the better shot.
Yeah, that'll do.
Plant.
It's hold yourself together time. What a great final this has been. There's still 15 minutes left.
What we're going to do?
It's been a fantastic standard. Both players have played fabulously. A huge shout out to Phil Parkin. But it
What did
looks
he-
like it's Shaun Chipperfield's title. He's short here,
Yeah, he is.
but he may reroute to the bottom.
No.
It's okay.
Yep. This black for the title. And what an incredible final this has been. In it goes, and Shaun Chipperfield defeats Phil Parkin in the Canaveral in an absolutely fantastic final. Just incredible. I don't think I've seen a final quite like that. It's just been a complete and utter dish fest.
Welcome back into the main arena, everybody. What an absolutely fantastic final that was. All 15 frames played with barely 14 minutes remaining on the match clock. An absolutely brilliant level. Two fantastic champions. Let's hear it for our runner-up, Phil, the Power Parkin. Oh, I feel for you. I really do, Phil. I know you've been in this position before, and I know you really wanted this one to be your time, but is it any consolation that you've played a fantastic final and you couldn't really have done much more?
I don't know what to say. No, I played back with skin. The early in-offs really cost me, but fair play to Shaun. He played really well and capitalised on that, especially that last frame as well.
It's been a great weekend for you, all told. You know, first event, I know you had a tough decider, but that can happen. And the level you've played today, it must just give you so much confidence that that win is coming.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, I'm getting there. But yeah, let's see what the rest of the year brings.
Best of luck for it, mate. You'll be back. Phil Parkin, everybody. As for our champion, it's the second time he's about to lift an Ultimate Pool Pro Series. What a player he is. Let's hear it for Shaun Chipperfield, everyone. Congratulations. Did you think your name was on the trophy after that victory you had in here earlier?
No, not at all. You still got to do it, and that was a great final to be a part of. I don't think Phil missed the ball, to be honest. So I had to pull it out of the bag. But yeah, buzzing.
You're a fabulous player in terms of speed and all the rest of it, but it must help when you've got a dance partner who's willing just to go, yeah, we're going for everything here and play at the pace he does. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, I played Phil a few years ago for money, and that's still in the back of my mind. He done me in the decider and that for a few thousand, so yeah, it's nice to get one back.
And in terms of yourself, obviously, I mentioned it on commentary earlier, this didn't feel like it came with as much pressure, at least from outside looking in, because you got the monkey off your back end last year, but you're a champion, you want to win more of these, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah. It's not really pressure, it's just kind of, the game is what it is. You just got to take your chances when they come. If they don't, you can play out of your skin, but if you don't give yourself the chances on the break, then you're not going to win. So you just got to kind of accept that, and once they come, just take them. And luckily, this weekend I did.
We know how much it meant to you to win that first one. This is the second one. Does it feel any different? What does it mean for you?
Yeah, all you want to do is win. Every win, feels great. And yeah, this one feels extra special as well. So yeah, long may it continue. Hopefully, win some more.
Best of luck with that, mate. Enjoy this, man. We're going to get you a trophy. You're going to bring in the Ultimate Pool MD, Jordan Chavouche, to make the presentations. Your Pro Series 4 champion is Shaun Chipperfield. What a performance it was from Shaun and from Phil in that final. Two fabulous players doing their thing. An awesome standard, an awesome match to watch. Shaun Chipperfield, though, is the man who comes out on top.